Welcome to the launch, the official launch of Soufriere Jazz, The Experience. It is indeed an honor to be here today. My name is Jade Brown, and I am going to walk you through this very exciting experience. This is the first experience that you will have of Soufriere Jazz, and I will ensure to make sure that you have a great time with us today. We are live on NBC television. We are live on Soufriere Jazz, The Experience Facebook page, so you can tune in and find out just who will be performing for Soufriere Jazz 2023. It has been 7 long years of agony for me, and I'm sure for you too. So today we will find out who will grace the stage at the Soufriere Mini Stadium on Sunday, May 7th. Right now, I'm going to remind you. Let's take a stroll, a walk, a jog down memory lane. Let's find out what occurred. What was Soufriere Jazz in years gone by? 7 years ago, 8 years ago, 9 years ago. We're going to take a look back. This is the history of Soufriere Jazz.
Gardez pour voir ça qu'a fait. Gardez bien, ouvrez-y. Gardez l'autre côté Well, when I call the name of that place, I want you to scream at the top of your lungs. If you're proud to be from that place. Anybody from Soufriere? Soufriere is one love. But if you are proud St. Lucian, just show me one hand. So anybody, if you are proud St. Lucian, show me a hand in there, everybody. And let's welcome the foreigners. Let's welcome everybody who come here. Now you know what? If it's one thing about St. Lucians, we know how to party. St. Lucian, you feel it? Put your hands in the air. I want to see hands in the air. Let's go, let's go, let's go. In there. Yes, sir. Oh, 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 oh. Hey! Hey, Canabala, we be. Toponaka sauté, anouale soufflé, oumibile. Hey, laissez ta boule à rouler. Toponaka sauté, anouale soufflé. Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go.
I'm sure that you saw some familiar faces there. Soufriere Jazz, I can remember.
And Events St. Lucia and our own events committee in Soufriere, and Mr. Auger, who's the chairperson of the Soufriere Regional Development Foundation and the board of the foundation, for ensuring that Soufriere has jazz this year. I'm excited, as you rightly know, we had a huge break, including COVID, so I know everybody in Soufriere is excited. We are looking forward to a stellar lineup, and I know as long as there's an event in Soufriere, we will have visitors in Soufriere. So I take this moment to welcome all of St. Lucia and all our visitors to scenic Soufriere. We want to see the impact of jazz on our small Airbnbs. In Soufriere we have, I think, when we did the research, over 200 Airbnb rooms, and the owners and the operators, especially also the bigger hotels, everybody's looking forward to having this huge activity here because it's going to impact them. The vendors, the persons running the tours, the site, already have a synthetic surface in the stadium, and we have to take all precautions to ensure that we do not damage that surface. So all in all, we are ready, we are happy, and we're excited. So we are looking for the weekend of jazz and other weekends generally to invite all of St. Lucia and our visitors from other parts who are here to spend the weekend with us. We are warm and welcoming people. We look forward to welcoming you.
There you had it, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the MP for Soufriere Français Jacques is as excited as we are to ensure that we put on a stellar event, and that is ensured anyway. I know that we are having some connectivity today. We wanted to ensure that you had that backdrop, that beautiful backdrop to the back here. But right now, we need to go on to Mr. Harold Downsall, who is the former MP for Soufriere. He has a few words to share with you.
Jazz is an activity which brings in visitors at the low peak of the tourist season. It's an investment you make in the sector and in the people of St. Lucia generally. I'm elated, however, that it is coming back, and it is coming back big time, and it is coming back to Soufriere, and that is very good. The last time we had it in Soufriere, we saw a huge crowd, a massive crowd, and we are expecting that kind of crowd and patronage and activity and hype in Soufriere again. It will be a perfect opportunity for those of us who have the Airbnb. And in case you do not know, Soufriere has the most Airbnb per capita probably in the world. So there are lots of places, beautiful places, for you to come down to Soufriere and overnight and spend the weekend and come with the family, and the returns will go to those who are participating in it and not necessarily the government.
It is called Soufriere Jazz The Experience because it is just that, a total experience. We want you to come on down to Soufriere, travel over to Soufriere on the Friday night, spend the entire weekend here. There is so much to do, so much to experience in this beautiful community. You can, of course, go on to the Sulphur Springs. There's the Peter Falls, Jerusalem Falls. There's so many waterfalls, and you know that's my favorite thing as a river baby. And then you can, of course, experience what we have to offer in the town of Soufriere. The food, the ambience, the beautiful villas. Book that villa from now. It's the 7th of May. You just have a few weeks, so ensure that you book your villa early on. We want people to experience the very best of Soufriere, as said by former minister.
On the market.
When it's Soufriere Jazz, I want to vent. I don't want to flex myself, put my white gas on. I'm happy Jazz come back. So I
much awaits you, young people who are not only looking for a lime, but who are cultural enthusiasts, musical enthusiasts. Soufriere Jazz, May 7th, 2023 is the place to be.
Okay, so there we had it. We heard from the vendors, the local people, to get a feel of what it's like to experience Soufriere Jazz after 7 long years. Right now, I told you about the experience earlier on, and we have a few people from the business community just to let you know some of the things that they will have on offer for Soufriere Jazz 2023.
Yes, it's great that St. Lucia Jazz is back. I think it's important for someone like a jazz become part of the Soufriere's foundation of what we do. The experience that we offer when you come to Soufriere is unique. I can only talk about my restaurant. As a restaurant, we are 10 years old, and we're all about using local flavors, you know. I would say to you, jazz for us is about that combination of experiencing the food, the culture, the music. When you come down the coast of Soufriere, you can look at the beautiful pitons and the ocean and everything else, but we also want to make sure we encompass the whole experience. At my restaurant, I can say we are about using local ingredients, promoting the flavor of St. Lucia. There is no menu when you come to Orlando's. The menu is you come into the door and we introduce to you actually dietary specialties. If you're okay, we're cooking for you. And that's the whole idea. You have to book at Orlando's to come here because we try to keep it uniquely. And again, it's about that unique experience, what I call share the love, which also ultimately means St. Lucia, share the love. So I'm hoping that people will come to St. Lucia and experience a unique experience in Soufriere. And the experience is unique, from our local communities to our farmers to our vendors. You know, come down and come early, stay late. That's the vision of Soufriere. And I'm sure that our jazz this year is going to be something uniquely special. After 7 years, and 7 is a great number. So if you say, share the love.
I own a few properties in Soufriere, in the really idyllic parts. You know, they're overlooking the pitons. They're quite fascinating places to be. And the beautiful thing about my villas is the fact that they're really close to the people, because one of my things was to actually develop these properties while having them within the community, and the community can actually be part of it. So people don't just stay at my spot. They get to truly experience what Soufrierians are like. They get to see somebody holding a machete, opening a calabash. And I mean, the Jazz Festival just really adds on the uniqueness of everything that makes St. Lucia, St. Lucia. If you look at Soufriere, for instance, one of the most awesome districts on the island, this is like one of the best places someone can come and live, stay and play.
There we had it. You heard, of course, from some very important people here in Soufriere, the business community. Of course, Soufriere Jazz is all about that, empowering the people in the community. It's an event, as stated earlier, I think by the parliamentary representative, where we don't even look too further into making a profit per se. It's about injecting that kind of economic activity, spurring economic activity in the community, and just ensuring that people have a good time. Okay, so right now we're going to go on to a very important person. This is the man, the brains behind it. He is the chairman of the Soufriere Regional Development Foundation, Mr. Sam O'Shea.
We've missed jazz for 7 years in Soufriere, and it's a collaborative effort between the Soufriere Foundation, the Events Committee, the District Representative Office, and other stakeholders like the Soufriere Constituency Council. We've all come together to make this a grand affair. And trust me, the lineup we have, it will be the thing spoken about at the end of the whole jazz, at the end of the festivity. Soufriere is an experience by itself. Soufriere is a destination of choice. So there's no way St. Lucia could have a major activity like jazz and not make Soufriere critical in the whole thing. So Soufriere had to be part. People love the Soufriere experience. They love to party in Soufriere. Soufriere is the party capital of this country, you know, to some extent. Come down from Friday. Come down from Friday. The jazz is on Sunday, but come and be part of the experience. Come and be part of this thing which we have a lot to offer. Please come down Friday. You can Friday night, you can take part in the street parties we have the Friday night. Saturday, go and lime in the springs, go and lime at the beach park, go and lime in Barnes Drive, eat some fresh fish straight from the sea to the pot. There's so much to do in Soufriere when it comes. If the guests from Switzerland, New York, Australia can enjoy it, why can't our people come and do the same and enjoy it, take part of it? It's going to be a great weekend, trust me. From the Friday, one you can't forget, one will always be in your memory. It's a legacy. Come, please come to Soufriere. It's a weekend party.
Thank you. You just heard there from Mr. Sam Auger. He is the chairman of the Soufriere Regional Development Foundation. Now, you heard earlier from the MP for Soufriere Francais Jacques, Honorable Emma Hippolyte. You also heard from the former representative, Mr. Harold Dowson. You heard from the business community, Janice, Orlando. You heard from Miss Patricia under the market as we like to say. You also heard from the coconut vendors, people, average citizens. Everybody is so excited for Soufriere Jazz this year. Soufriere Jazz, the experience. Like I said earlier, do book that Airbnb. Book your villa. It could be a hotel room. We have so much accommodation here in Soufriere. In fact, Soufriere has the highest percentage of Airbnbs per capita. So you have an ample choice of where you would like to stay. It could be on the waterfront, it could be up in the forest. I mean, the choice is just yours. We are edging closer. I'm about to call on the chairman of the Soufriere Events Management Organization, this Mr. Methodius Clarison. But first, I'd like to say thank you to our sponsors for today and for Soufriere Jazz. Of course, the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival. Thank you. To the Soufriere Regional Development Foundation, thank you. The members and supporters of the Soufriere Event Management Organization. This team has done so much work in so little time. It is amazing that we've managed to pull it off. And it's a team of hardworking individuals from the community of Soufriere who really wanted to put on a good show after 7 long years. They say 7 is a magic number, you know. 7 years, it's been away for 7 years, and we are coming back on the 7th of May. That's right, Sunday, the 7th of May. Another sponsor that we have is, of course, the beautiful Kai Bleu Villa and Hotel. Kai Bleu is absolutely magical. This is where we are right now. The hummingbirds are buzzing by. We have the petals in the background. I can't think of a better place to announce the lineup, the stellar lineup for Soufriere Jazz, the experience. At this point, he's in the background there. I'm going to tell you, he's a little camera shy, but he is the man who put this thing all together. He's a spearhead. He's the chairman of the Soufriere Events Management Organization. It is indeed my pleasure to call on Mr. Methodius Clarison, who will present the slate of artists for Soufriere Jazz, the Experience 2023.
After 7 years of not having jazz in Soufriere, the Soufriere Regional Development Foundation, in collaboration with the Soufriere Events Management Organization, decided to host jazz in Soufriere for 2023 under the theme, The Experience. Ladies and gentlemen, the lineup that you have been waiting for. Shaz.
For Soufriere Jazz, the Experience, Shaz. is a renowned steel pan soloist from the island of St. Lucia. With his infectious energy, he has made a name and a brand consistently filled with vibes and pure exciting music. Labeled as one of the popular young talents on the island, Shaz continues to grow in popularity as he is consistently creating exuberant musical content via his social media platforms. Loved and supported by millions, his talent has earned him significant recognition at local, regional, and international levels. To date, he has graced numerous stages, with his biggest thus far being at the 2020 Expo Dubai to represent his country. Shaz has a true passion for his craft, and it can clearly be seen in every piece of content that he produces and in every performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, Semi Francis.
We've missed jazz for 7 years, in collaborative efforts between the Soufriere Foundation, the Events Committee, the District Representative Office.
Soufriere Jazz, the experience. Semi.
Love, so majestic girl. Every little thing you do, the crazy little things you say, sweeps my heart away, sweeps my heart away.
Semi.
In the morning I stared out the window and I struggled for something to say.
Semi is well known for his chart-topping single Put Yourself in My Place, has a catalogue which includes 5 albums, namely Love Strong, Collections 1 and 2, Conscious Paradise, Christmas with Semi, and a number of singles, including the critically acclaimed Look What Love Can Do. Semi, born Warner Francis, is also a gifted songwriter, evident in that he writes many of the songs he records while collaborating on others. His writing is infused with the message of one love, encouragement, and feel-good vibes. Semi lives by what he sings, and love being at the heart of every song, describes his music as inspirational reggae, and that is what his music does to you. Semi's music will lift you up when you're feeling down and motivate you to set your feet on higher ground.
Left me just when I needed you most.
Ladies and gentlemen, the son of the soil, Arthur Ale.
For Soufriere Jazz, the experience, Arthur Ale.
Let me wine on you, let me wine on you, push back, let me wine on you, let me wine on you, bend down and touch your toe.
Arthur Ale.
On a bike, bend over and send that thing right up. Yeah, you got the thing where I like.
Arthur Ale is a singer, songwriter, and producer from St. Lucia. He is a 5-time Groovy Soca Monarch winner and an official ambassador for St. Lucia. He is the CEO of Major Records or Major Distribution. Arthur Ale has graced stages across the globe, headlining shows throughout the US, Toronto, and the UK.
Yo, Alpha! HP, Saudi! Boom! Right now we're representing for the true friends! Real friends! They want! True friends! True friends!
Ronald Buhinson.
For Soufriere Jazz, the experience, Ronald Buhinson. Ronald Buhinson. Ronald Buhinson's talent transcends cultures and sounds, bringing a fresh and innovative blend of jazz and Caribbean music. A gifted composer, producer, and heralded guitarist, Bu's unique approach and versatility enables him to deliver a distinctive signature sound. With a performance track record that includes international stages from the Caribbean to the US and Europe, Bu has shared the stage with scores of musical greats including India Irie, Earl Klugh, George Benson, and Grover, Washington. He was recently featured at a state function at the former President Bill Clinton. His music has been showcased on the daytime television show One Life to Live. BBC, BET Jazz, and Bravo TV have also aired his live performances. Boo plays the guitar with fire, soul, and astuteness.
Reggae sensation, Christopher Martin.
For Soufriere Jazz, the experience, Christopher Martin.
I'm a big deal.
Christopher Martin.
You can't please people. I tried it too many times before. Them only smile and turn round judge me.
Christopher Martin is a dancehall artist who began building momentum throughout his native Jamaica in 2005, following his first place finish on the American Idol theme singing competition Rising Stars. The show proved to be a launchpad for his career, introducing Martin's blend of pop influences and reggae traditions to a national audience. He began releasing original material 1 year later, beginning with Don't Go. Subsequent singles like Take My Wings, Giving It, People Loving, and Cheetah's Prayer all became hits in Jamaica, while Jamaican girls found him collaborating with Busy Signal. Looking to spread his music beyond the confines of his home country, Christopher Martin signed with VP Records in 2013, toured Zimbabwe in 2016, and released his global debut Big Deal in 2017.
I pushed you over the edge, and you don't wanna come back. Haunted by the words you said. You said
Ladies and gentlemen, our headliner, the electrifying Patrice Roberts.
For Soufriere Jazz, the experience, Patrice Roberts.
this wine gonna make you fall in love. I bet you gonna fall in love. Boy, I want
Patrice
you to
Roberts.
drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business.
Patrice Roberts grew up in the fishing village of Toco, Trinidad. She attended Toco AC Primary School and Toco Composite Secondary School. Her singing career began at the age of 8. Roberts first won the 1995 Sangre Grande Junior Calypso Monarch competition. In 2000, she became a top finalist in the competition, marking her ascent in the Calypso arena. In 2001, she became the National Soca Monarch, the National Library Calypso Monarch, and the National Junior Calypso Monarch. She again won the National Junior Calypso Monarch in 2002. Other achievements include Toco Personality Winner 2000 and UNDP second runner-up in 2001. Patrice Roberts has also competed in the International Soca Monarch in Trinidad on several occasions. In 2006, she placed second alongside Zan with her track Always Be in the Groovy category. Her collaboration with Marshall Montano, Light It Up, placed 4th in the Power category in 2007. In 2008, she placed second in the Groovy category with her song More Work. Her greatest achievement so far has been winning the 2006 Road March competition with the song Band of the Year, sung with Marshall Montano.
Me and you are no beef. I is the police and you is the thief. The people you think is your friend, them only there cause you have money to spend. And some of them just talk the most, like they know it all. But when your head hot and can't see your way,
there we had it. This electrifying list slate of artists, my goodness. And Mr. Methodius Clarison did an excellent job in delivering those names to you. Of course, we have Shaz the Panist. Shaz is a young, dynamic pan player here in St. Lucia, and he is going places, but one stop will be the Soufriere Mini Stadium, of course, on Sunday, May 7th. Then we have the likes of Semi Warner Francis. Semi is so talented. He has the voice of an angel, that smooth kind of charisma. He's gonna bring that to you on Sunday, May 7th. Then we have the son of the soil, like he said. When we talk about Alpha, we need to pause, take a break, and talk about Alpha Ali. Alpha Ali is going to put on a production. This man is not going to come and perform for 5 seconds, you know. This man is going to put on an entire production. This is the king, our king, the son of the soil, here in Soufriere. Say lalon buitewe, as we like to say. Alpha Ali will be gracing the stage as a headliner for Soufriere Jazz. It is important that we include our local artists. It is extremely important. So he's not some side act, he is a headliner. And then we have he's an exceptional talent. This man has been graced by God. This is, of course, the magnificent Boo Hinkson. Okay, so Boo will be there on Sunday, May 7th. Then we go on to our regional artists. And now, if you know Soufriere Jazz, I know that you anticipated that we would have a reggae artist and then a soca artist. This is how we do. This is what we do in Soufriere. We make sure that there's a taste of everything, something for everyone. So the entire family can come out to experience Soufriere Jazz. We have Christopher Martin out of Jamaica, and straight from Togo to the Souf, we have the whining queen. I call her the whining queen. I know there's another whining queen, but this one for me, you see Patrice Roberts. She is a queen in her own right. This woman is going to come to Soufriere Mini Stadium, just down there, over there, I can see it, you know. Soufriere Mini Stadium on Sunday, May 7th. We are going to experience the likes of Patrice Roberts. It's going to be an exciting time, an exhilarating experience here in Soufriere. And that is just one aspect of Soufriere Jazz. Like we said, this is the experience. So the food, the sights, the sounds, the people, the energy, electrifying. Soufriere Jazz is going to be one for the history books this year. After 7 long years, we're going to ensure that you have a wonderful time. Bring your friends, bring your family, bring the entire crew to Soufriere. We're going down in the Souf on Sunday, May 7th. I would like to say a big thank you to our sponsors, of course, the Soufriere Jazz and Arts Festival. We would also like to thank the Soufriere Regional Development Foundation. Without your collaborative efforts, it would not be possible. Of course, the members of the Soufriere Events Management Organization. I have to take my time to say that because this team, they are working hard. They're bringing on the events in Soufriere. And Soufriere Jazz is a staple, and we are ensuring that this year it is gonna go off, and it's gonna be absolutely amazing. Of course, we want to also thank Kai Blanc. But first, before we move on and before we say goodbye, a quick recap for the artists for Soufriere Jazz 2023.
For Soufriere Jazz, the experience, Shaz.
One thing is true.
Semi.
Life is for the living. Waste no.
Let me wine on you.
Arthur Ali.
Push back and let me wine on you. You guys and me.
Ronald Boo Hinkson.
I can remember the rainy December, the leaves were brown.
Christopher Martin.
You carry on when everybody are losing.
Patrice Roberts.
Even if I wind down rules with our next man, you will have to get no shade.
That thing has happened when we party hard.
I cannot wait to hear Patrice perform that song on Sunday, May 7th. As we end, I would like to say a big thank you. Thank you for being so patient with us. I know that we had some connectivity issues. It looks like we have fixed those issues. However, there will be a rebroadcast immediately after this live. So if you want to go through our production with you today, of course you can do that. If you tune in late, I know it's a Saturday, probably you're lining. Of course, you can go onto the Facebook page, MBC Television Facebook page, and also please go on to our Facebook page. That is Soufriere Jazz The Experience. Search for that, Soufriere Jazz The Experience. Hit that like button, hit that follow button, and we will furnish you with different updates as the date comes closer to jazz. We want to say again thank you to our sponsors. Without you, it would not be possible. Of course, Soufriere Jazz The Experience would not be possible without St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival, without the Soufriere Regional Development Foundation, as the SRDF. You heard from the chairman earlier today, and his excitement was just so palpable. And of course, the organizing committee, we have the Soufriere Events Management Organization, and of course, Kai Blur, who hosted us this afternoon. I know that you see this view behind me. The ambience is amazing. We're next to the fireplace. You can come on down to Soufriere. You can spend the weekend with us. So we want to see you on the 5th, the 6th and the 7th. And on Monday, if you want to duck work, I mean, we ain't telling anybody. You can stay too. We will be glad to have you here in Soufriere. Again, thank you so much for joining us. It has indeed been a pleasure. My name is Jade Brown. Thank you, of course, to MBC Television, who hosted us, who produced this event today. And thank you to all of you who tuned in this evening. I wish you a wonderful weekend. I hope that we made your weekend just that little bit better. And I know that you're going to go online and search for those outfits. You're going to go on down to Ursuline's. I know you have different places to search for those outfits. Ladies and gentlemen, just ensure that you are ready, because we're ready for you. It's Soufriere Jazz, the experience. Good evening.
For Soufriere Jazz, the experience, Shaz.
One thing is true.
Semi.
Life is for the living. Waste no.
Let me wine on you.
Arthur Ale.
Push back and let me wine on you. Days and me.
Ronald Buhingson.
I can remember the rainy December, the leaves were brown.
Christopher Martin.
You carry on when everybody are losing.
Patrice Roberts. For Soufriere Jazz, the experience, Patrice Roberts.
This wine gonna make you fall in love. I bet you gonna fall in love. Boy, I want
Patrice
you to
Roberts.
drink water and mind my business. Mind my business. Drink water and mind my business.
Patrice Roberts grew up in the fishing village of Toco, Trinidad. She attended Toco AC Primary School and Toco Composite Secondary School. Her singing career began at the age of 8. Roberts first won the 1995 Sangre Grande Junior Calypso Monarch competition. In 2000, she became a top finalist in the competition, marking her ascent in the Calypso arena. In 2001, she became the National Soca Monarch, the National Library Calypso Monarch, and the National Junior Calypso Monarch. She again won the National Junior Calypso Monarch in 2002. Other achievements include Toco Personality Winner 2000 and UNDP second runner-up in 2001. Patrice Roberts has also competed in the International Soca Monarch in Trinidad on several occasions. In 2006, she placed second alongside Zan with her track Always Be in the Groovy category. Her collaboration with Marshall Montano, Light It Up, placed 4th in the Power category in 2007. In 2008, she placed second in the Groovy category with her song More Work. Her greatest achievement so far has been winning the 2006 Road March competition with the song Band of the Year, sung with Marshall Montano.
Me and you are no beef. I's the police and you is the thief. The people you think is your friend, them only there cause you have money to spend. And some of them just talk the most, like they know it all. But when your head hot and can't see your way, who you the
For Soufriere Jazz, the experience, Christopher Martin.
VIP, you're my friend and my VIP. VIP. Ask anybody boy, I'm a big deal.
Christopher Martin.
You can't please people. I tried it too many times before. Them only smile, then turn round, judge me.
Christopher Martin is a dancehall artist who began building momentum throughout his native Jamaica in 2005, following his first place finish on the American Idol theme singing competition Rising Stars. The show proved to be a launchpad for his career, introducing Martin's blend of pop influences and reggae traditions to a national audience. He began releasing original material 1 year later, beginning with Don't Go. Subsequent singles like Take My Wings, Giving It, People Loving, and Cheetah's Prayer all became hits in Jamaica, while Jamaican girls found him collaborating with Busy Signal. Looking to spread his music beyond the confines of his home country, Christopher Martin signed with VP Records in 2013, toured Zimbabwe in 2016, and released his global debut, Big Deal, in 2017.
I pushed you over the edge, and you don't wanna come back. Haunted by the words you said. You said
For Soufriere Jazz, The Experience, Ronald Buhingson. Ronald Buhingson. Ronald Buhingson's talent transcends cultures and sounds, bringing a fresh and innovative blend of jazz and Caribbean music. A gifted composer, producer, and heralded guitarist, Bu's unique approach and versatility enables him to deliver a distinctive signature sound. With a performance track record that includes international stages from the Caribbean to the US and Europe, Bu has shared the stage with scores of musical greats including India Arie, Earl Klugh, George Benson, and Grover Washington. He was recently featured at a state function at the former President Bill Clinton. His music has been showcased on the daytime television show One Life to Live. BBC, BET Jazz, and Bravo TV have also aired his live performances. Bu plays the guitar with fire, soul, and astuteness.
I hope you get to